y'all filming today?
We've done a couple things today. We started with a scene that we had to go back and shoot from episode 9, and now we're about to shoot our scene at the airport, our rom-com moment as as it was pitched to us.
I don't think that they meant to do it, but it's kind of fun that we shoot the beginning of her telling him she's leaving, and then the end.
Well, we're about to do a scene that's kind of a fantasy flash forward. Everybody's kind of having a vision of what their future could be, kind of what they'd like it to be kind of thing. And this is what Ben looks like aged up in somebody else's fantasy. So that's what I've been doing today. The writers put us all into rooms and kind of said, what is your dream version of how this story closes out for your character? And there's so much that Ben's already done. I said, the one thing I want is I just want one scene where Ben gets to tell Andy how proud her dad would be of her. And that scene happened, so we did that today, and that was kind of beautiful.
We're in the middle of this massive, massive wildfire, right? And it's meant to be kind of the biggest fire they've ever fought. We really wanted to investigate what was important to each of these characters looking ahead.
We actually brought the actors in because they've been living with these characters for 7 seasons. So we really wanted to get their perspective on how they felt that their characters would be ending in a way that was true and authentic for them and their experience living inside those characters.
We are actually filming the finale, the finale of the series. And the reason why I had this scar is because Andy has survived a wildfire. She came out a hero, I guess it's her own little battle wound, and it symbolizes her strength, her perseverance, and it's symbolic of our first responders and all the heroes out there saving lives, because that's what this show represents, right? All the heroes out there. And what better representation than Station 19?
If you can share with fans some of the things that were a challenge for you that you sort of adapted to in terms of the physicality of your job.
Remember, Shondaland, we're going to talk about relationships and who we all love and who we're breaking up with. So being a firefighter and trying to save lives and do that blue-collar job, but also be able to turn to someone in the middle of an emergency and be like, I can't believe you slept with him, is really hard to ground and make sure that it's coming from a real place. So that was difficult.
But as far as the actual firefighting, doing things really fast while also trying to tell a cohesive story was very hard.
Early on in the show, we used to do real fire. It was intense on a soundstage like this with our gear, which was, can be upwards of like 120 pounds when you have the real tanks and the mask and the gear and the boots. Now we have the lining taken out of our jackets. They're much lighter. Helmets are lighter. The emotional stuff just takes you on a much different journey. I feel like with the physical stuff, after I've got endorphins and I did a workout essentially, and I love it and I feel like a badass. So it's a different on the other side of it. It's really getting myself out of it. Season 6 for Maya was really an emotional deep dive. So really that stuff was just tough because after those scenes I had to be like, okay, who am I going to dinner with? Like, what kind of candy am I eating? Like, how do I get my mindset back into a more happy sunshine one versus very sad?
The way they sort of described the show really enticed me to be a part of it because they were talking about firefighters like they were superheroes, right? There were these real life superheroes that sort of laid their lives on the line essentially every single day. But more than that it was really about the firehouse and the different relationships and the drama that was sort of on an everyday basis. So I kind of fell in love with that idea.
What are you going to miss the most about coming to work every day here?
The family. Like, I'll see everybody one-on-one here and there and that sort of thing, and we'll catch up and we'll have vibes and hang. But there's something about walking on the set and I'm giving fist bumps to everybody. And in the camera department, the hair and makeup, I come in, singing and running down the line and that sort of thing. Like, that's not going to be happening on a daily basis. That's the part that's going to be rough, that it won't be the same.
It's surreal. It's surreal, the show coming to an end, And even for me, this is only my 3rd season. Still for me, it's bittersweet, It's been a great ride. And at the same time, it's like such a great group of people. It's such a great cast and crew. And they ingratiated me so quickly that I felt like really part of the team. And so I really miss everybody, and I miss that camaraderie.
I just hope it continues to resonate with people. I hope it continues throughout time to be a show whenever they watch it and love the characters and somebody can relate to one of the characters, because it's such an amazing mix a cast where you find someone that you connect with. So I just hope it continues to resonate with people and mean something to people. And I was very grateful to be a part of it.
It's been immensely transformative, and I feel like I'm walking away from this with a bigger heart, with more empathy and compassion, and a family, ultimately a family.